This species yearns for synthetic enlightenment, but after years of failure, 4 factions have emerged, causing their own issues for you, the player. This is one of the new origins in Stellaris Machine Age. This origin comes with 4 new buildings, situations, and features. It's the fast-tracked origin for Spiritualist cybernetic ascending, and I'll be going through this origin in full, giving you tips on getting the most out of it, and showing you the different options you can take. This origin has a lot you can do, so let's get straight into it. And here we are, the calculator lovers. We do have cybernetic greed, which is essentially the Spiritualist fast track to cybernetic ascension. If you want to do that, this is the best origin for it. The rest of these choices I'll walk through and what this origin does as we're playing. The main thing is this portrait I picked because, bro, why is he staring into our soul? I'm scared. I'm going to be playing on my standard settings, but I do have tech and tradition costs set to 1x, so you guys get a good feel of how it plays out. And then the rest is pretty standard. Grand Admiral mid-game scaling. Our calling is the unification of flesh and machine, and we failed many times in our history, but we have actually achieved the first stage of a sacred symbiosis with our ritualistic implants. As we can see from here, we have 20 pops, have ritualistic implants that are giving us alloys, engineering, and unity jobs, as well as worker pop output and army damage, so quite a jack of all trade trait. Leaders also get additional bonuses. We'll get into that later though. We've only begun to touch on our boundless cybernetic potential. More advanced augmentations are yet to come. Despite this, the faith is divided, and we have competing creeds pursuing end goals of sacred augmentation. So our job is to weather the storm of the different factions, which will spawn just off the start of the game. Now we need to actually find our guaranteed habitable worlds because we can't see any off the start. That's quite annoying. And we do start with integrated cybernetics. It's going to take us a long time to get that if we click it off the bat. Oh, everything takes so damn long. I wonder if it's just good to go for it. I don't know. We'll try and get our tech up first. That will mean balancing our economy a bit so that we can afford a colony ship straight away. We will need these colonies up straight away, like always in the game. So a month in, we get the creeds. Each have different things they're doing, and 4 of them spawn. So what do they do? Well, if we come over to our planet, we actually have 4 different starting buildings. We have the Amphitheater of the Mind, which gives a Horospec job and researcher jobs. Forge of the Fellowship gives alloys and consumer goods. They will all give Horospecs jobs. Then we have Steel, which gives us soldiers, as well as less orbital bombardment damage, and then we have Sanctuary of Toil, which gives us basic resource output, which is quite good. They all have upgrades, but we can't do them until we have planetary capital, and each one of those buildings are represented by one of factions. I believe the size of them actually changes each game, like they're randomly generated. I'm going to probably go with the Amphitheater of Mind because tech. I like tech Russian. They are the worst one, but we're just going to promote them anyway. Yeah, we will get events as the game's going, and as you can tell, I've taken traits that kind of fit with what I was going for. We're going to have intelligent, natural engineers, and we have traditional for a bit of unity because our specs give us engineering research and unity output, so we buff that out. As you can see here, natural engineers and intelligent giving us bonuses as well as traditional. Maybe this origin is very good for tech rushing. We'll see. There's going to be 4 different ways you can play this. It gives builds quite a lot of opportunity. Like if you want to do a build that's focused on alloys or focused on base resources, this origin's quite flexible, which I really like. The only thing is the starting output quite low. I am going to go statecraft. We get this empire size. It's just, I'm really liking it. Boosting up leaders to massive levels with the agenda launch. It's done us quite well. We're going to buy a bit more minerals. We can also actually enact Veneration of Saints. We have a massive edict fund and less cost because we have gone fanatic spiritualist, more monthly unity, so we can get through traditions, as a lot of this origin is from integrated cybernetics, which is a tradition. And I thought go meritocracy, more specialist output. Also, why not ascensionists? All our planets get +1 ascension tier, meaning whatever the designation is, we get more from it. So as you can see, our resources from jobs and all that, weird numbers because they're getting 31% more from base. It also reduces tradition costs from empire size, which is going to help us loads to get through the tradition. Once we go over 100 empire size, we can play a bit tall as well, like try and get as many planets, and our tradition cost isn't going to be too much. I don't know if it's any good. I just wanted to try it. Okay, first things first, a research lab. We're going to greet people with open arms for more unity. Okay, whenever an agenda is launched, all councillors gain 150 experience per skill level. We 100% want that. And now we can launch that council agenda, and everyone will get experience gain. Now, what I did want to do is switch over our governor. As remember, I said we get implant traits for our leaders. These give us more anomaly discovery chance if they're on a science ship. Planet effects give us more tech. Hence why I wanted to tech rush. Unfortunately, we do not have a governor that has one of those traits, because of course we don't. But we do have some scientists that do. So we could just put a scientist in charge here. I kind of wanted one of our governors to have that. We'll just leave Horatio the Bad on. Maybe they'll level up into it or they'll eventually get it. Yeah, as you can see, with the new port traits in cybernetics, people with these traits are more cybernetic than those who aren't, which I think is really cool. So Something nice with statecraft is that we get Flesh is Weak off the start, which is a quicker agenda by about half, so we can actually get more XP because Flesh is Weak is just going to pop halfway through. Unfortunately, we have Voltus in our space, but we can just walk past them. Probably send back a military fleet to deal with them because our starbase is out of range. And we are just going to not work soldiers. We do not need the 0.5 stability that it's going to give us, but the game likes to prioritize soldier jobs. We have uncovered that Horatio the Bad has deep ties to the Templars of Steel. They've embedded funds and reassigned projects towards the Creed sphere of influence. The other Creeds are furious. What should we do with this leader? We can remove them and we get governance ethics attraction and stability, or we can keep them and we get less stability and less governing ethics attraction. There's no one better at the minute, and we won't get a new one till year 5. So we're just going to say the good he has done outweighs the transgression. Maximum leader negative traits +3. Didn't tell us that we were going to get that, and we get less stability. Don't pick that one then, I guess. We just let them die. 1x tech is ridiculous. Do you guys want me to play on 1x all the time? This is how slow it is. I haven't even got 1 tech. Ridiculous. Get effective counselor skill up a bit. More research speed, please. All right, come on then, cultists. Die already. I love how we're not fighting them by our starbase. That's great. Yeah, tip for the cultist event chain, don't even bother boarding it. It will spawn hostiles everywhere near you and stop you expanding. It's not worth it. Okay, with how fast this is going, we're just going to go integrated cybernetics. By the time we finish this tradition, hopefully we can just go straight cybernetics. The Templars of Steel has begun a campaign to ban any examples of military defeat in our historical and faithful records. Yeah, we should not do that, but it will give us more unity and less society research. We should not repeat history. It's good to learn from our losses. I don't know what the Templar of Steel are doing. We're going to gain more society. And I mean, we've never lost anyway. Right? Yeah, we have a really nice industrial world here. The other one, trash. We've gotten so unlucky we haven't got Hydro Bays. If you don't get them now, your early game sucks. That early boost of food is so good. Okay, when your scientist doesn't have a council trait and another scientist levels up with one, you may as well add that on to then put them in the head of research. But I'm going to contradict myself and go for Scrapper here because they have ritualistic implants. We can put them on our capital. They'll also give us more alloys and more science. And Horatio the Bad is bad. And the scientist's name was already Horatio the Bad. I don't know why all the name lists are just repeating names, but there we go. It is my custom name list from my Patreon. You can check it out below. You get to submit names. We do just need another scientist now, though. And we're at capacity. What? Well, we'll launch this before we go with more people. Energy grid will help a load. We can actually whack like most edicts on because of veneration states and edict funds and very nice stuff. Controversial relics. An archaeological team discovered an ancient religious site, uncovered historical artifacts of clear communion of toil iconography. We can either please the toil and displease everyone else, get more worker output and less unity, or displease them, get unity. Let's go. I'm displeasing them. I'm going for the science, so anything for the science we'll go for, but otherwise we don't care. So we have a Hammer Jubilee. Again, we can displease them and please everyone else and get stability, or we can please them and displease everyone else and get more monthly alloys. We are pleasing everyone else. Sorry. Hydro Base is what we needed, and our Ministry of State has died somehow. Oh no, he didn't die, he got elected. Ah, that's not good. Okay, statecraft's finished. Tech ascendancy, research speed's huge, 10%. Takes these times down. Okay, we can finally put capacity subsidies on to help our economy a little bit, and Hydro Base. We can fix our economy now. I love the tech changes, and this is why I play on lower tech. Took 13 years to fix it. So we've just finished the tech. Now we must take cybernetic traditions to start the divine fusion. That's what we'll do next. We need 46 bumps because we have no unity. So a cool trick you can do, you can actually whack education campaign on, get more leader experience gain. It does cost you energy. Then when you launch an agenda, you get that 10% more XP, and then you just spin it off. And you can have it paused, I believe, so you don't actually spend any money. We're just going to keep going flashes a week whenever we can. 46 months, keep leveling up. The fire has gone out. The High Blacksmith of the Head of Fellowship has died. They were known for their outspoken behavior, but they had a cult following. They want an official state funeral. Other people don't want a funeral. Monthly alloys are monthly consuming because it is good. It will displease everyone else. Or more stability and less extraction. I want the research one. No funeral for you. I'm sorry. I feel a bit evil. I feel a bit bad. Oh well. Okay, we finally got a mind leader. I've been outspoken about the lack of research funding. That's all I've been trying to do. 10% energy credits for 10% research speed for 10 years. I'm in. They better like us for that. Currently, the mind is second biggest, then with toil third biggest. Okay, we can finally go cybernetics. We need to improve our unity. 206 months. Yikes. Conclave of fusion. Throughout our history, our misguided attempts to augment our flesh have irreparably lacerated numerous divine vessels into conflicting interpretations of the divine fusion among different creeds. As technology finally enables full augmentation, the hood leaders of our technophates have convened a conclave. The purpose is to establish a core principle of our church, vision the individual creeds into a unified dogma. Now we get a ticking situation. We are losing engineering, research, speed, and monthly unity. Nothing is happening yet, but something will probably happen at stage 2. We need unity. Okay, I'm going to go over to Isolationist for more monthly unity. We can improve it a bit by that. We should also probably expand the council now so we get another person on that. We are getting a couple more colonies. We can start building some unity there, I guess, since we have +5. Leaders are consuming a lot, but every leader's doing something. That's the only issue. With high-level leaders comes a higher unity cost. Why is my consumer goods just gone to the absolute moon? I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. We don't need that many consumer goods. Okay, new colony. We need unity, so you are going to be a unity world. These guys are megacorps. Let's be friends with them. I'd love a megacorp. Fusion of faith. We finished phase 1, so we invited them all. We're going to have to approach one of them, I guess. And now we can actually give extra funds. 20% situation speed. One is less jobs, one is less energy credits. Well, we'll do energy credits because jobs just affects everything. Why would we ever do that? We're going to try and finish that situation as soon as we can. What's quite cool is the Cybernetics tree gives us 5% situation speed for each one we do. We just don't have unity. Unity is an issue. Our tech's kind of good now. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I wanted to build here before they do. I think we got there first. Oh, I'm dumb. Temples give us horse spexes, which are really good for us. They give us engineering research and unity, and they speed up the situation. I might be stupid some of the time, most of the time. I'm still gonna make a capital tech though. Sorry. Stop what you're doing. Subscribe now. I know you're not. It's fine. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just subscribe, and then we can get on with the video. Thank you. Play the video. Independent guaranteed. Thank you. I'd love to do a commercial pack. Ah, a tribute. Can't afford any of these. We can sell alloys. We do not want them to raid us. Okay, we've gotten to the second situation now. We have to formalize the faith. There's just been too many different breeds. We have been going for the mind, so that is what we're going to go for. So we get new factions. We get 2 of them. Patriotic Vanguard and the Choir of Mind. We get quite a bit more unity for that as well. We're going to promote them. What also happens is all of those other special buildings get turned into just normal temples. But we do keep the Grand Hall of the Mind. Oh, it's the upgraded version of the one before as well. So we got more researcher jobs. That's pretty nice. I don't want to work any other jobs except for those things and energy, since we have an energy grid here. My economy. Yeah, we lost those consumer goods. Okay, let's turn this back into a factory world. That should fix our consumer goods. Okay, we're in the green and everything. We can sell excess and get more minerals. I know I've been moaning about 1x tech a lot. Does anyone actually play on it since the update? It's so slow. We're 25 years in. Barely have any techs. One tradition. Start at the second. It's not like I'm playing suboptimally too. I'm trying. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, we'll do our trick again. More XP. Council is expanded. Any class can go on this one. We will do that so we can get better scientists. Our admiral's just getting very strong. And then we'll go Flesh is weak because it takes 35 months now. And we can finally go transubstantiation synthesis. I can read. We get situation speed and we can assimilate to cyborgs. After choosing the Choir of Mind, the other creeds protested. Many believe the Conclave have turned against their true faith. They've been heated but peaceful debates. Only time will tell whether these sparks will result in flames. Whatever comes next, we must decide the fate of the other creed. Some have called for outright excommunication, labeling their dogma heresy. Others believe mercy is the way forward, asking us to show tolerance towards the misguided members of our faith. So this is going into phase 4. Going to be one faith. Our faith has room for all. We're going all in. All into tech, because that's all I praise. And because we chose that, we get less stability and less unity from jobs for 12 months. That's not too bad. Like, our stability is actually fine anyway. Monthly unity, 5%. I think I will choose that. I can't wait to not have our engineering research speed and monthly energy credits hemorrhaged. As the Grand Fusion draws near, we look back to a long-standing tradition of the faith, the tithe of time. Countless generations, every faithful member of society is given a portion of their time and energy to the church. Like divine fusion, this service acts helps strengthen the body of the faith. How shall the faithful best support the divine augmentation? Type of augmentation. Each year, the faithful among our population will dedicate a portion of their time to researching divine cybernetics. Research speed to just engineering 15%. Or a general 5%. That's a really tough choice. Engineering research is very good because military techs. Military techs means stronger. We have been losing research speed from engineering. So that's what we're going to do. So to catch up. And we could get a commercial pact. We could have 40 energy a month for us. That's going to help a lot. and they can then build branch offices within us. Oh yeah, we got a technocrat giving us 8 engineering, 8 unity. Not bad. Research agreement, we can learn 251 tech. It's gonna help a little bit somewhere along the line. I've had education campaign on the whole time. Didn't turn it off. It's not like I'm playing suboptimally. Let's get up to Unity. I really want to get through Cybernetics. Okay, so we can't really do any species modification, which is the right side. We'll go down the left, which gives us cyborg upkeep reduction, and then we'll get augmentators per augmentation center. I don't know what that is. Okay, we're on to one of the last situations, blood and circuits. The time for divine fusion is finally upon us. It's time for us to construct holy augmentation centers. Well, there we go. Now we know what it is. Action required. Build an augmentation center to resume the conclave of fusion simulation. Full cybernetic augmentation has begun for the faithful. All other actions of the conclave will halt. Okay, it's 800 minerals. We've also just been insulted. That's not very nice. Why don't we be friends? So what does the augmentation center do? It gives us engineering research 17 plus amenities as a 2 alloy upkeep. But that's quite cool. Engineering research, pretty nice. I think getting the natural engineer trait is just a must for this origin. Oh, I just realized we've changed our trait. We're now augmentations of the choir. We get 20% on each research and 10% unity. Holy, so we're getting plus 30% on each tech and then plus 45 on engineering research. So it's a slow start, but if you can get through it, the tech will just start rocketing as you play. And I can build amphitheaters of the mind when I get planetary administration on the other planets. Okay, now we have the augmentation center. We're slowly turning people into cyborg. Oh yeah, what's going on here? So we get cybernetic as well as the augmentation. Okay, but if they didn't have augmentation of the choir, they turn into a normal cybernetic. All right, makes sense. And while we have people being cybernized, it is still minus 99%. And we can get 2 more augmentators per the center. So we may as well, as that gives a lot of science and amenities. So we don't actually need an amenity building. What's wild is we haven't actually gotten the robotic plants. So I can't actually build any of these pops yet. Okay, now everyone's cybernetic. We get habitability, leader lifespan, army damage, and we get a cyborg trait on everyone. We've finished it. The future of flesh. As we complete the divine journey, our vessels finally achieve the holy fusion of machine and flesh. One final step for the faithful is the installation of holy augments. Fire of the mind will unlock the universe secret with a population of networked minds. To align the fusion of our bodies, our government will now fully embrace cybernetics and undergo a restructuring. The transcendent republic will be created. The fuse is divine. Augmentation is worship. Choir of the mind will guide our people to a new era. We'll gain the aspect of the choir of the mind, a unique series of wholly unmodifiable augmentations. Unlocks full effects of the tradition cybernetics. Authority is changed to cybernetic focused democratic augmentocracy. Ooh, faction resource output, research speed, cyborg happiness, and spiritualist traction. That's really cool. We get a new edict, the Song of Knowledge, and I believe this is the end of the origin. We're going to see how strong this is. So it's not over yet. The Song of Knowledge costs us some unity, cannot be cancelled for 180 months. Research speed 10%, research alternatives +1, a researcher upkeep less than 10%. Holy, and we can just whack that on already, really. Already 7 above. We're up to 400 research, 35 years in. It doesn't sound that much, but it's actually pretty decent. And the upkeep reduction is very nice. Okay, we can actually create templates as well. Why did these have so many traits? I just realized. So we have cybernetic, we have augmentation of the choir we've seen. We've got intelligent. We also have efficient processes. We get resources from jobs, but increase in upkeep. Actually, use traditional. Enhanced memory, more upkeep, but less leader upkeep and less max and trait choices. Learning algorithms, more experience, gain less upkeep for engineering, and empire size from pops. Then we also have abrasive implants and delicate frames. They've become like super species. I don't know how I convert people into this. I don't know how I have only 13 normal ones and 61 of these. Maybe it's to do with the factions. Your economy is fixed. Hurrah. Now I think we build ships and see if we can vassal anyone. We do have some decent tech with disruptors. I say decent, not amazing. Oh, robot plants. Yes. So then we could build pops. That would be nice. Oh yeah, we don't need hollow theaters if we have augmentators because they give us pop growth speed 40%. Wait, what? This one's only... Oh yeah, they're giving 40. Oh my word. I did not see they gave us pop growth speed. Get them down everywhere. No hollow theaters, just centers. We can also now build robot assembly plants. We're just going to get so many pops now. And cybernetics is now finished. You get more resources from cyber pops. And it costs less to modify. In terms of texture perk, we'll go 1 vision, more unity and less upkeep to pops. Hold on, am I stupid? I thought you could grow your own robots when you're cybernetic. I got dimensional portal stuff and something bad is happening. Fire tribes bearing war. They're superior to us in military, but inferior to us in tech. I need alloys. Desperately. Why are they lining my border? Gun batteries quick. Militarized economy. Build more corvettes. I need to declare the war. They have 6k. I'll just keep reinforcing and we fight on our starbase and maybe we'll be okay. War goal, give me all your planets, I guess. What's their war goal? Conquer. What are they even claiming? Oh, here they come. I'll let the starbase engage first. Shield, fuel. We might win this. They have more numbers, but like, look at our commander. Level 7. This is from farming statecraft, remember. They have some good traits. More damage and fire rate for small and medium slots. All we have is small slots. Disruptor ones. Their missiles are hitting the starbase first. Oh, we're ripping them apart. Yes. Literally not even a problem. We had a communication jam at 2. We took 5 losses. They took 42. No, 43. You silly little AI. Challenge first. The starbase is a perfect timing, must say, as we go on the offensive. Oh, we've intercepted some of their fleets as well. And we caught them again. Idiots. Oh, they have a Sky Dragon. Of course they do. Literally win this war as well. And the Sky Dragon perfectly blocks 2 of their planets. They do have a Dyson Swarm already, though. Okay, we're just going to take these planets from them because we can't take their capital anyway. Wait, what? Oh, they took this system. I had the planets. Ah, oh well. We didn't even want this really anyway. We can assimilate, though. We get a few pops and we'll get a planet that we'll just make into alloys. Someone else is preparing war. Zum. Why? You're inferior to me. They're in a federation. They've declared war. Somehow I can't make them tributary even though they're inferior, which is really annoying. I have no influence to claim them. We're just going to hope in a year I could build up enough ships so that I can claim them. And wag all the edicts on so our fleet power is as strong as possible. Okay, I can claim their capital. Yeah, our fleets are good now. And our tech's pretty decent. This origin is a slow start, especially with 1 times tech. I'm just going to stop because I'll just get angry. Oh, interestingly, the new species also get all these traits. Yeah, this origin into conquest, probably very strong then, actually, because you can just get so many super pops. No, we won. Okay. What? What was the point in that war? That was so dumb. Okadawa now want tech agreement, even though you just declared war against us, and they give us a lot of commercial pack stuff. But why did you do that to us? It's so sad. We were friends. Why is this assimilation taking so long? What the hell? Been going for almost 10 years and they've not all converted? Very weird. Anyway, I think that's shown the power of this origin. It's pretty decent. It gives you that fast track into synthetics. And once you get over the hump of how much economy you have to put into it, you get really strong. Like, these pops are crazy. I think as we get more techs, like, we would be able to modify. I'm not entirely sure. If you enjoyed this video, check out my achievement series. It's pain and suffering, but that's what you guys like to watch. We're at 69%. Nice. Go watch it. Click it now.